ESPN Plus welcomes you to the Inland Empire for this presentation of Big West basketball. Tonight, it's round 2 this season between CSU Bakersfield and UC Riverside. A clear top tier has emerged in the Big West with UC Irvine, UC San Diego, and UC Davis clustered at the top. Bakersfield currently holds the final spot for the Big West tournament, a game up on UC Riverside. Hi there, folks. Nick Koop, Christian Filament on hand. Great to have you with us. UC Riverside has dropped 3 in a row and 4 of their last 5. Meanwhile, the Roadrunners have cooled off a little bit after they won 3 in a row at one point. So there's a sense of urgency for both teams coming into tonight. CSUN, the talk of the Big West this year with their turnaround, best start to a season in 16 years. And they're doing it under a first-year head coach. But UC Riverside scoreless the last 4.5 minutes going into the locker room. They don't have their leading scorer in Isaiah Moses. Where do they go here in the second half? Moses in the corner. Owens, the offensive board. Up and in at the buzzer. Kyle Owens wins it for UC Riverside. Hargress leads the break. Moses sets up behind the line. Swish! UC Riverside coming out of the locker room on fire. A 14-point lead for the Highlanders. No surprise, another tight one. There's Flynn Cameron. Got another triple. Matches a career high with his 7-3. Give him 24. Lachlan Olbrich has the loose ball. Poland. Count it. It's Zion Poland time here in Riverside. 6-point ball game with a free throw pending. Pierre Louis gifted some space. Out to Mitchell, trying to tie the game, and he does. It's a new season high for A.J. Mitchell, and we're tied at 68-31 for the Belgian. Well, it's already been a great season for first-year head coach Andy Newman. Only once in the last 12 years have the Matadors finished with a winning record in conference. Well on their way to doing so here, out to a 4-2 start. And how about the way that he's been able to integrate 12 new players, including 9 transfers, into this roster?
When you're a chef and you're putting together a bowl of soup or whatever, when you throw all the different seasonings, the spices, the oregano, the celery, the tomatoes, you never know what you're going to come up with. It's trial by, obviously, execution. In this case, he's executed things perfectly. Andy Newman, successful where he's gone, and it's amazing that he's gotten this team to play with such chemistry, being a brand new squad.
He brought everything to a boil, and then he's let it simmer quite nicely.
Got a great bowl of gumbo in the San Fernando Valley.
9-9 ball game here right out of the chute, as UC Riverside is able to knock down some triples, overcoming some early turnovers. Jared Barnett handling the basketball, fresh into the game for CSUN. Also Jasmine Sangha, also onto the floor for the first time. UC Riverside in a zone with Ben Christie and Will Tattersall now on the floor. Down to 5 on the timer. Pass inside. Sangha, the baby hook left short. And after a battle for the rebound, inside it is CSUN with a putback there. Mahmoud Fofano wasn't able to get it to go at the rack. And we stay level.
The battle of the boards is going to be extremely crucial between both sides. UC Riverside does an excellent job on the offensive end, but we do know the Matadors do an excellent job on both sides of the court.
Fast start for Isaiah Moses. 2 difficult shots, and he's knocked them both down, and UC Riverside has its first lead. Quickly, Sangha able to catch that high pass and finish in the lane.
And that's the second time that he's received a pass in the paint uncontested for an easy floater.
Grad transfer from Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. He finally got his chance to play D1 ball last year after starting at the JUCO level. Then Christie inside, count the basket, and 1.
Big bucket by the big man from Australia. He had an outstanding effort in the last outing, 16 points, hit 4 from beyond the arc, and they're going to need him to light things up. He is the tallest player between both sides.
That was a team-high 16 points for Christie.
Leads the Highlanders in field goal percentage as well.
The junior big man at 6'11" out of Adelaide, Australia. Can't finish the 3-point play. Barnett dishing inside. Tattersall steps in front of Sangha. Pickens able to find some relief for Moses, and UC Riverside will set up in the half court. UC Riverside, 6 of their 7 wins coming in this building this season. Long rebound, offensive board collected by Salaridze, and a fresh 20.
Now, the Highlanders' only losses in this building were their Riverside rivals, California Baptist University, and then that one game against UC Davis that occurred here just a couple of short weeks ago.
Fall-away jumper is good for Isaiah Moses. 7 early points for the former JUCO All-American. In his first year with UC Riverside, he's their top scorer.
He's feeling it. He's also their top scorer this season. Also plays the most amount of minutes for Mike Magpayo's squad.
There's a 3 to answer from Jared Barnett. He grad transferred from San Diego State. The Aztecs had a pretty good year last season, finishing as the national runner-up to UConn.
Between all the players on this Matador side, you've got 4 of them that have had some experience with a team that has competed in March Madness. Gianni Hunt with Oregon State, Deontay Bostic with Murray State, Jared Barnett, you mentioned him, San Diego State, and of course Jasmine Sangha. He redshirted that season, but he was part of that Texas A&M Corpus Christi team that lost to Alabama in the first round of the NCAAs last year.
And there's another bucket for Sangha. Nice little footwork there for the big fella out of Brampton, Ontario. And CSUN toggles back in front. Quick pace to this one so far, 7 minutes in.
Quick pace, it's been fun. Similar play, he gets it in the paint, uncontested. Christie's going to have to get up there and get a hand in his face.
Christie off the screen for 3, rolls it in, and UC Riverside has made 4 of their first 5 from behind the line.
Lighting up the nylon just like he did in the last outing against Cal State Bakersfield.
CSUN quickly on the attack. Ball into the corner, kept alive. Extra pass. Jones off the heel. Long rebound pulled away by Fofana. Bostic hesitating, lost the handle. And we're going to get a foul here on Salaridze.
You mentioned Fofana. That's one of Andy Newman's players from Cal State University San Bernardino. He's part of that Final Four squad. Averaging 5.1 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game.
He's been a regular off the bench this year for CSUN as he's made that jump to the Division I level. No changes for both sides. For UC Riverside, Hargress returns. Jalen Martinez on the floor for the first time. Hunt was able to keep a foot down. And here's an offensive foul against Barnett as Moses was able to keep his defensive positioning.
Kept his positioning, hit the ground hard, but gets the ball back for his squad.
Just the second turnover thus far by CSUN.
Had to compliment the defense of Barrington Hargress right there on Gianni Hunt. He thought he was going to create a shot for himself, but Hargress played him, clamped down, not allowing Hunt to get a shot off.
Here's Hargress leading the offense here this time, and now it is Moses. 7 points already. Salaridze got another 3. And UC Riverside, they have struggled to shoot the last couple of games. They've come out red hot, shooting about 65%.
Salaridze 6 for 25 from beyond the arc coming into this game, only averaging 3.4. He's doubled up today.
And he's got the rebound in the corner here. 5-point lead for UC Riverside. Slow the pace here a little bit as we're inside of 12 minutes in the first half.
And shooting the ball well is something that we expect from Mike Magpayo's Highlanders. As last season, they were one of the best three-point shooting teams in the Big West.
Hargress well off the mark on the floater. Barnett quickly into the paint. Barnett handing off, and now Fofana against Salaridze. Left it short.
Did a good job going from one end of the court to the other. Tried to put it up with the left, but just didn't get the friendly bounce and roll.
So here's Hargress, the number 2 scorer for UC Riverside, but in Big West play, he's actually leading the Highlanders, about 12 points per game.
Outstanding player. His assist-to-turnover ratio is outstanding, just like it is with Isaiah Moses. And I don't feel like I'm going out on a limb and saying this is one of the best backcourts in the Big West.
Martinez travel. With 3 on the timer, UC Riverside turns it over, takes us to a timeout on the floor. The hot shooting for the Highlanders has them out in front.